Peter Mandelson has been reported to the police on allegations of misconduct in public office for leaking information to Jeffrey Epstein. So in this little video, I'm covering what is misconduct in public office and what has it got to do with the topic that our channel specialises in, the making of Hillsborough law that's going through Parliament at the moment. Misconduct in public office has been a crime for hundreds of years, and it has a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. It's a common law offence, which means that it's come up through the courts via case law. And in common law, the offence is committed by a public office holder who either willfully neglects to perform their duties or they commit misconduct to such a degree that it's an abuse of the public trust. But the offence isn't often used, and although there is a maximum sentence of life imprisonment, when people are convicted, they don't get particularly long sentences, and it's a crime that isn't very clear. And the Law Commission in 2020 recommended reform. And so one little discussed function of Hillsborough law is to bring the ancient crime of misconduct in public office bang up to date. So Hillsborough law, if it was brought into effect as the Public Office Accountability Bill or Act, it would turn misconduct in public office into two different statutory offences because misconduct in public office has two parts. It's got a corruption part and it's got a breach of duty part. Hillsborough law would turn the corruption part into a new crime of committing seriously improper acts, and the breach of duty part would be turned into a new crime of breach of duty to prevent death or serious injury. And I'm going to focus on the corruption part because that's most relevant to the allegations that are swirling around about the alleged misconduct of Peter Mandelson. Now, prosecution for the crime of committing seriously improper acts would require the permission of the Director of Public Prosecution. So that would prevent prosecutions that were vexatious, presumably because of the potential for it to catch high-profile individuals, notably politicians. And the new offence would carry a prison sentence that's heavy, a 10-year sentence, and the people to whom the offence would apply are clearly set out in a list, and that includes members of Parliament, members of the House of Lords, the police, prison officers, judges, anyone exercising a function of a public nature. And they'd commit the crime if there's two parts of it. They have to use their office to obtain a benefit from themselves or for another person, or to cause somebody else to suffer a detriment. And a benefit or a detriment in this context means financial or reputational or physical or sexual. And in addition, they have to know or ought to have known that what they were doing was a seriously improper act, and it would be up to a jury to decide what seriously improper meant on a case-by-case basis. But the jury would have to take account of things like acting dishonestly, the extent of the abuse of trust, how substantial the benefit was, the extent to which the misconduct undermined public confidence. And so someone in circumstances like Peter Mandelson is alleged to have been in, if they were going to be charged with the offence of committing seriously improper acts under the new Hillsborough law, the Public Office Accountability Bill, there'd have to be some evidence that they'd not only done a seriously improper act, but also that there was evidence linking that act to the obtaining of a benefit for themselves or for another person. If you want to know more about the making of Hillsborough law, follow us or subscribe to our channel.